So we're finally in Hong Kong. Can we please not spend several days here like we did with the Real Housewives of Atlanta? 2 episodes in Hong Kong and I want to get out, bravo. The ladies are gearing up for Hong Kong, and like, you know, with every opening of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, we get like little B-rolls and, you know, little one-liners of the ladies getting ready at their homes. And you know what, to be honest, aside from Lisa's zoo, I really like her home. I think it's very clean and pink and sparkly and just, it seems very, very tranquil. The only thing I don't like about her house, besides that zoo, is her business doors. Why does Lisa have business doors on a home? It takes the homeliness, it's just home feeling away for me. And I'm just, every time I see those business doors, I'm like, ooh, oh my gosh, where am I going? To Lisa's home or like Neiman's? Which is not bad, but it's just, I don't know, business doors for me, I can't. Not on a home. I love how extra Erica Jane is. An entire glam squad for her trip to Hong Kong where she's not even doing anything. She's just going to be sitting up prim proper, having a little something to eat, and just cackling and kikiing with her girls. Let me tell you something. I love it, because if I had the coins, baby, I would do it too. So yes, Erica Jane, do you, and let the dolls hate. Ooh, Eileen, this puff snake-skinned medium jacket that you're wearing at the airport, listen, you have been knocking it out the park a couple episodes, but this jacket, leave it alone. Put it back in the closet. Lock it away. Never allow it to see the light of day. Erica Jane, I don't know what these girls are thinking. 15 hours is a long time to be sitting in a little skirt. Tell that T, sis. You can be comfy and cute too. The ladies are arriving at the airport. Lisa, Vanderpump and Dorit are still in the limo driving there, and while they're there, they're just going down the list and like talking about the girls. And let me tell you something, Dorit, I just want to give you a little bit of advice, sweetie. You are going to get dragged at the reunion. They are going to drag you for filth. They are especially going to drag your little faux accent. And let me tell you something, sweetie. Lisa Vanderpump won't help you. She gonna sit there and watch you save yourself. She is not going to risk her own skin for anybody. She just started standing up for Cal, and even then, she ain't doing that much of a good job, but she's trying. But I'm just gonna let you know, when you get dragged, Lisa Vanderpump is gonna sit there and she's gonna watch you, and I'm telling you, she's probably gonna say something, you know, on Twitter, or, you know, to Andy, oh no, she's a big girl, she getting fend for herself. Brits don't get involved in reunion banter. She can do it, she's good. I'm telling you, Dorit, you are going to get dragged. Stay woke and be ready, and don't look for Lisa. So they're finally in Hong Kong, and they all get ready for a dinner. And while the ladies are arriving to the dinner in Hong Kong, Lisa Vanderpump is so freaking shady. While Erica Jane is walking up, I think she says to Dorit, what is she getting all dressed up for? She's coming for a meal or to birth a baby? And then when Erica Jane gets up close to her, va-va-voom, Rita Hayworth. I'm like, you are so shady. One, you know you might. You're going to talk about her under your breath to your little girlfriend. Then when she gets up there, you're going to praise her outfit. Oh, you are so shady. And Lisa Vanderpump, do not act all surprised when you get dragged at the reunion as well, because people are going to come for you. Not as much as they're going to come for Dorit. So you're lucky that you have been feeding her all types of garbage so she can come in with guns blazing, because let's be real, let's tell the truth and shame the devil. Dorit is your little Brandy Maxwell, or Brandy Maxwell. Who the hell is that? Brandy Glanville. Dorit is your new Brandy Glanville. You feed her all this information and you let her go and do the dirty work to the people that you're not really friends with. Then Dorit in her confessionals the entire time is just like, I don't know what it is with Erica Jane. Dorit, it's you and her had no issue. You are projecting. You have an issue with her. You are mad. You still haven't got over the fact that your husband prefers her vagina over yours. So you're bitter. So you're trying to make something with this woman, because everybody else can see that there's no problem that Erica Jane has with you. She is open and honest enough to, if she has a problem with you, she's going to tell you. But you keep on trying to make something happen. I don't know what it is with her. I'm trying so hard to have a problem. And you gonna get it. You gonna get the Erica Jane you looking for. So while they're at dinner, Eden Sassoon, I love saying her name, she starts telling the ladies that the little young thing that she met on some dating app, she's going to treat him to New York. And all the ladies are like, oh my goodness, that's not safe. You can't do that. That's wrong. Oh, you should never do this for a man. And I'm just like, shut up. If Eden wants to treat that man to New York while he's treating her to his young, firm penis, that is her prerogative. Ride it, Eden. Ride it till the wrinkles fall off. How dare y'all try to come at her when y'all doing the same thing with your wealthy husbands? The tables have just been turned. That's the problem with these women. Y'all do the same thing. That's how y'all got these men. Let's stop acting like it was love at first sight. It was love at first cha-ching. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Now Eden wants to flip it and she wants to treat a little young thing while he treats her coochie. That is her business. And stop hating like y'all didn't get what y'all got by doing the same damn thing. Also at the dinner, Lisa brings up the Union what? The Union Festival itinerary. And she then says this. She says to the girls, you guys don't have to come with me. You know, you can all enjoy Hong Kong. I know the things that I might be doing with the Yulin Festival is, it may be too hard for you to watch. And as soon as she said that, the ladies were like, okay, sure, we're going to do this. Even Kyle was like, I can't take that. I want to go shopping. Listen, I'm not mad at Kyle because I would have been the same way. But Dorit and I think Eileen decided they're going to go with her to do her Yulin Festival activities. But listen, you're not obligated just because you invited me on the trip. I'm not obligated to do all the things that you wanted to do. Now, you gave them women an out, Lisa. You can't be salty later on. The next day, the ladies are preparing for the festival, and then some are preparing to go on their little Hong Kong trip. Rinna and Dorit meet up in the morning, and Dorit is trying to just talk to Rinna, and Rinna is explaining to her that, you know, a sixth sense told her about her dropping the tea that she has a pill problem to the table in Mexico. And Dorit, rightfully so, is offended. And she's just like, well, who told you? Because I want to clear this thing up. And Rinna's just like, oh, no, nobody told me. I just have a sixth sense. And I honestly feel like her sixth sense is a producer, but she can't really say it because you can't break that fourth wall. But they leave the conversation, and Dorit is feeling like kind of violated and, you know, raw in the moment because she's been told by Rinna that she said that she had a pill problem and she doesn't know who. So she's kind of frazzled, which I totally understand. The Yulin Festival, not going to touch it because I get how people can feel this way. It's shocking to me. I'm like, oh my goodness, but I'm American and we have our dogs as pets here. Dogs are not pets in other countries, a lot of other countries. So it's just, you can't, I don't know. I guess my whole feeling about this episode and Lisa putting her efforts to stop the Yulin Festival on this show, to me, is I'm just like, girl, mind your business and stay in your lane. This festival is none of your business. People in different countries do things a different way. People in different states do things differently than the state in which you were in. It's just, you cannot impose your views on others because you think that this is right. I'm not for it. Now, if there are Chinese people there who think that the Yulin Festival is wrong, I welcome them working on that and, you know, stopping it. But that is where they're from. That is where they live. They know the law of the land there. I don't feel like outsiders need to come in and mind their business for them, because, you know, certain different countries, different continents have chicken and cows as pets. They are sacred animals, so they would never eat them, but we do. So it's just such a touchy situation, and I feel like she's trying to rally sympathy and trying to get people, especially Americans, on her side, because Americans are so like obsessed with dogs, especially pets, but dogs especially. And I get it. It was hard to watch. It really, really was. But it's just like, I think you need to stay in your lane, Lisa. I really think you need to stay in your lane and mind your business. And don't go over there poking in other people's business, especially a culture you don't really understand and you probably have been taught was inferior. Eden and Rinna are sitting down and they are having dinner and they're discussing Pillgate. And Eden says to Rinna that Dorit asked her if Rinna had a pill problem or if her behavior was induced. And the Shady Bravo editors had a clip of that scene. So Eden, you kind of busted in that situation. And the only thing that I'm going to talk about in this that really bothered me was just Lisa Rinna got on her like moral high horse and was just like, she couldn't believe that, you know, Dorit was gossiping about her and like saying these things about her behind her back. And I'm like, girl, that's your MO. How are you mad at somebody for doing the same thing that you do to everyone, especially somebody in the cast who was struggling with an addiction? You cannot get on your moral high horse and start acting like you're so above it when you are the queen of it. So I guess all of these Bravo shows are ending their episodes on boats now, because this episode ended with the boat trip. The ladies all get together on a junk boat, and I'm just like Kyle. She was just like, I am dressed too cute to be on anything that has the word junk in it. Yes, Kyle, I didn't think that that was her being like, I'm a rich woman and I'm above it. I felt like that was her being very truthful and honest, and I agree. Like, if I don't know what a junk boat is, and you're telling me that I'm getting on a junk boat and I am like lace and Prada, you know what I mean? No, I don't want to be on the junk boat in my designer. So I love Erica Jane. I mean, like, she greets the ladies. She's dressed up in just the most finest garbs, and she greets the ladies like, hey, hoes. And they're all like, hey, how are you? You look so gorgeous. I noticed something with Erica Jane in this group of ladies. Erica Jane reminds me of a nicer and more palatable Brandi Glanville. And I think they have the same kind of behavior where it's Brandi Glanville was a great cast member in my opinion. I felt like when she got high, let's be real, she was on something at a few of them parties. Or when she got drunk, she just became a totally different monster, and it was just too hard to handle that girl. So I get why they no longer had her on the show. But when she was sober, I felt like she was a great cast member. I also feel like her and Erica Jane have a lot of similarities, where they're really real down-to-earth women who tell it like it is, who are strong and had to be strong because of their like middle-class upbringing, you know what I mean? Like that struggle, that single parent struggle. I don't know if Brandi Glanville was raised by a single parent, but I mean, you know, life is different when you're not privileged. You know, they had other privileges, but you didn't have the financial privilege. You had the hardships, and life is just, it's just a different beast when you're not giving everything that you want. So you grow up a little bit differently, and especially when you grow up in a more diverse or urban area or middle class area. There are just cultures that clash in a beautiful way, that meld in a beautiful way. So you're not as fragile or uppity, you know what I mean? So I think that they both have that, where these women probably come from or have studied an upper crust kind of lifestyle, because that has been something that they probably have been trained to marry into. You know, some women are on that path, you know what I mean? Some women just go to college just to marry rich guys or ball players. That's a whole nother review. But I just feel like Erica Jane and Brandi Glanville are very real, down-to-earth kind of people, like very relatable. You know what I mean? They say what's on their mind. They say it like they mean it. And I felt like they weren't fake, right? However, I feel like a lot of Erica Jane's behavior is very similar and familiar to Brandi Glanville. Even a lot of the things that she says, not that she's copying her, I'm just saying that it's not fake forced, it's not put on, it's real, it's honest, funny and abrasive at times, but I feel like the women accept that behavior from Erica Jane, or that type of personality or characteristics from Erica Jane, because of her money, because of her coins. Because Erica Jane got money. Erica Giraldi got money. Brandi Glanville don't have those coins. And I feel like if she had the coins that Erica Jane has, she'd still be on the show. And that's what bothers me about her not being a cast member. I get that she had issues. They all did, especially Kim, but she's still appearing on the show. I feel like because Brandi didn't have those coins, she's no longer a cast member, because the ladies would not have allowed Brandi Glanville to say, hey, hoes, without ripping her apart in a confessional. So to sit up there and let Erica Jane say, hey, hoes, and y'all just hug her and say she looks gorgeous, I'm just like, Lisa, come on, Vanderpump. You would have never allowed that from Brandi. You would have, even if y'all were good on good terms, you would have dug into her and be like, that's not the way that you talk to women. But you don't do that to Erica, because she got the coins. I'm telling you. Money rules this group. If you got the money, they will treat you a certain way. Oh, it's so sad. So while on this junk boat, Dorit addresses the group, and she tells her about the conversation that she had with Lisa Rinna, and she's just like, so who said that I told Lisa Rinna that I said that Lisa Rinna had a pill problem in Mexico? It's like, so she's trying to fish out who said anything. She addresses the group, and I'm telling you, it just amazes me how these women, they do vile things, they gossip about each other, they're terrible to each other, and then they become, it conveniently erases their mind, the things that they've done or the things that they've said, because all the women are just like, it's like instant amnesia. They're all like, oh, Lisa, I don't remember the conversation. Kyle was like, like everybody just forgot the conversation. I'm sitting up here thinking, I'm like, what kind of wasp water or wasp rosé are these women drinking that conveniently allows them to forget all the vile things that they have said or done to people? Like, what are they drinking? Is it bottled? Is it something that I could drink? Who am I kidding? It'll probably kill me. So then Lisa jumps into it, and she's like telling people to be honest. And I'm just like, Lisa, shut up. Lisa Rinna, shut up, because you just got out of the doghouse. You can't be, talking all high and mighty now and, just want people to own up to what they said. When you never do that unless you're backed into a corner. So, girl, take them injected lips and zip them. So while Lisa is out there, talking to the women, acting like she's Mary, the mother of Jesus, like she's never done anything wrong, Erica Jane jumps in to defend her. And I'm just like, I don't think that this had anything, and I love you, Erica Jane, but I don't think that you jumping in had anything to do with Lisa Rinna. I feel like you and Dorit got beef, and because you've been so cordial to her when she has come at you, you've never really said how you really felt. I felt like you probably had a lot of things building up, and this was your moment to say something. So or it wasn't your moment, but you just had to say something, so you took this moment. Because Erica Jane jumps in and she starts defending Rinna, and I'm just like, yeah, you didn't need to say anything at all. But Dorit, because she got beef with Erica Jane's coochie, she turns it up a notch. So she starts going to Erica Jane, and I'm sitting there just like, this is not going to go well for you, Dorit, girl. Shut up, sis. Shut up. Then Erica Jane says in her confessional, I wouldn't pick a fight on a boat, honey. You ain't seen that yet. Girl, I was like, I want to see it. Let me see it, Erica Giraldi. I want to see it. So while Dorit is turning it up an extra notch, Erica Jane is turning it up an extra notch, and she just leans in and she looks at Dorit and she says, Dorit, what is your problem with me? And I'm like, oh my goodness, because when Dorit is confronted, she always acts shocked, like she don't know what's going on. So Dorit is like, I loved Erica Jane's hand motion though when she said it. She's like, Dorit, what is your problem with me? Like, she just pulled it out. Like, what is it? Like, let's have it. These two ladies, at some point, they're just going to have to fight. Put the weave aside and just let's have a back home fist fight. Because you two are not going to be cool or chill with each other until blood is drawn. Oh, and then the episode ends there. Bravo, stop doing this. Stop giving us a dry episode and then giving us these fire 5 minutes of the episode and then cutting it. Like, give us a fire episode every time. We are loyal viewers. We tune in every Tuesday. We deserve better. So next week, the previews look to be pretty good. We get the you don't know what I deal with every night. We get that. And I think Vanderpump tries to come for Erica Jane. I hope not, because I don't think that's going to go well for you, Lisa. So if I was you, I would just shut it up and mind your business, because you don't like to get confronted on anything. So mind your business. And if you like what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you next time for the following episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. See you then.